Jai Gurudev. Welcome to Maharishi's Global Family Chat on the 2nd of June 2022. At this time, we are all very focused on applying the technologies of consciousness to create coherence in the collective consciousness, to calm down the excitations around Russia and Ukraine particularly, and this is being done through the creation and maintenance of world peace assemblies, big groups, or as big as possible groups of yogic flyers and meditators practicing together in Russia, Ukraine, and in Romania. We can see the slide for Romania, please, the first slide. Romania is a very beautiful country, and it is right on the edge, the western edge of the Black Sea, very close to Ukraine, and so it shares a border with Ukraine, and so is very well placed to radiate coherence towards Ukraine and Russia. So today we're fortunate to have with us Raja Felix and Mother of Domain Livia and their team and the whole group in Mamaia in Romania, and it'll be a joy to hear from them what their experiences are, what their plans are, and what the future looks like for air conditioning Ukraine and Russia from Romania. Welcome to you all, and Raja Felix, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Dr. Swan. It's always a joy to see you and to join the global family. We were shocked, like so many others, when a war broke out again on European soils, and we clearly saw the need for more coherence and to raise the collective consciousness. We did not have to think much about what to do, because that knowledge, like you so beautifully said, we have received from Maharishi with the Vedic knowledge and the Vedic technologies of how to create peace. The question was where, when, how. So we remembered, Livia and myself, the beautiful World Peace Assembly that we enjoyed on the Black Sea in Romania, just 110 kilometers south of the Ukraine. So we decided to call Nicola and said, Nicola, shouldn't we do something here in Romania in order to create from outside a pacifying influence? And Nicola Stoyan, he is our dear national director of Romania, who has taken care of Romania for such many, many, many years in a perfectly dedicated way, ensuring that all over Romania there are groups of meditators and siddhas. So we called him and we told him this idea, and he said, okay, let me take care of it. And within hours he called back that he said, yes, we can have that hotel again where we had the World Peace Assembly. The owner agrees, and we can start. Basically the rest is, as they say, history. It has happened. And what was very interesting to see is that the first course participant arrived immediately after the call went out, even 2 days before our course leaders were there. So the response of the meditating of the yogic flying community around the globe was very warm and sweet. The initial course leaders were Nicola, together with Adela, a young TM teacher from Romania, who immediately followed the call of Nicola and joined him and has been there since day one until today, every single day. And then also Marcus at the same time joined as an international coordinator of the project. Now, Livia, you also wanted to say a few words. Would you like to go ahead?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Peter Swan, for helping us again to be heard by our beautiful TM community and family. It is a great joy to be here today with a part of our core organizer team who contributed, like Raja Felix was saying, tremendously to realize the World Peace Assembly in Romania. The World Peace Assembly means to be on a personal journey in consciousness research, in a powerful atmosphere of being at home. Because when we are together, doing the program together, we are in a kind of shield of love, joy, tenderness, softness, which is growing more and more with each program. It is a cocoon where you feel protected and nourished permanently. Many of our 3-in-1 World Peace Assembly alumni shared that even after leaving the group, the World Peace Assembly, the effect remains there. Joy, bliss, inner peace. In this special time for the world, the key element here is the inner peace. Peace for yourself, peace for your family and surrounding, your nation, and in the end, for the whole world. Personally, I feel deeply touched and inspired by every shared experience and feel grateful beyond words to each peace creator, each World Peace Assembly participant. And I would like to give the word back to you, Dr. Peter Swan, to invite our incredible organizer team members to share more about their experience of the World Peace Assembly. And maybe Nicolae, our dear Nicolae, would like to start.
Thank you, Livia. Thank you, everybody. It was a journey we started in March. In March, in Mamaia, it was snowing. When Raja Felix told me about the possibility of going to Piccadilly Hotel, Andrei, the owner, said, look, you could come, but the hotel is not heated. We're out of season. So we used the reception room, which was heated. There were a few people first, and then more came. First, maybe 10, then 20, then 40, then 60. And then we had to move from the reception room. We had to use the restaurant, which by that time could be heated. And gradually it grew and it grew and it grew. And there were more people because it was necessary. We have to avert the danger before it comes. But what if the danger is on your doorstep? And this was a situation which was sensed, I think, brilliantly by Raja Felix, who, on top of having the World Peace Assembly, told us to do a city course as well. And I remember Marcus, to a degree, Adela, and myself were thinking, how on earth can we do it? We have no hotel. Here we can't put everybody. Put tents. The owner didn't want tents. So when things have to happen, they happen. So we found another hotel which had a good reception room that could be used. There were 12 languages, so equipment has to be arranged to be present so that course leaders could do this course for 12 languages. And we managed. In the end, we managed. Mattresses were bought. There was quite a bit of work, but it was done joyfully. I think the best way to describe what happened are the simple words of a Ukrainian refugee, Natalia is her name, who came with a suitcase, her daughter in one hand, and the cat in the other hand. The house they had in had been destroyed. The husband, one, was taken in the army. It took her 3 days to come from Ukraine to Mamaia. She arrived and she said, outside is Kali Yuga, here is heaven on earth. Just as simple. There was an atmosphere from the very beginning of camaraderie, of people who've been on this journey before, and it's a journey which is so full of joy. And everybody was happy to be present, happy to help, because it was a condition that everybody who is there should help with the kitchen, with cleaning. We didn't have personnel, the hotel had been closed. There were just a few ladies who managed to be there from time to time, and but the food had to be taken from the kitchen through the yard and served. So there were some logistical problems, let's call them, but never did I hear a word of reproach. Never. There was an atmosphere of calmness, and this continued and continued. This is what this World Peace Assembly was. So we started at a very low level, and then it came in. Raja Felix mentioned that from day one, first of all, he produced out of his magic hat Marcus Gerber. I don't say Dr. Marcus Gerber because I know he doesn't like it. So Marcus came, and we knew about him because every month we send in the financial reports. Well, a person so simple, so humane, so full of good jokes, completely different from what you'd expect from somebody dealing only with finances. And he stayed with us, it was a blessing. And then Romania produced a lioness. That lioness is Andela Here. Adela Here came from Bucharest, picked up Marcus at the airport, and from day one she was there. Somebody needs to be at the reception. I will be there. Somebody has to open the door if somebody comes at 2 o'clock in the morning. I will do it. Somebody has to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning if some course participant leaves. I will do it. All the time, dealing with course leaders, I will do it. All the time with city administrators. So this was Adela. How the course went, I think it's nobody more in the midst of it to be talking about it than Adela. So if she can share with us how the course went and maybe to show some pictures of how it all happened, would be delightful.
Thank you, Nicolae. Thank you very much for your kind and beautiful words. Yes, I've been here since day one, and I can say that it has been the time of my life in this WPA. And I wouldn't thought that it would be like this fulfilling to do this every time. Even it wasn't easy. In some regards, it was very easy to do it when you just follow the nature and go with the flow, as we say, go with the flow. So yes, I've been here with Marcus Gerber, who was my blessing when I arrived, and he managed to structure all that we did here in order to have this WPA. And I'm very grateful he decided to stay until the late of May even. And then later on, Cornelia Jung joined us from Germany, and she really brought her softness and her motherly atmosphere in our group and helped us enormously in that period of time. Now we have also a course leader with us, is Mary Roche from Fairfield, and she will take over from now on with us here. Then I want to tell about a little bit about our course here and how things are going every day, because we have this long program of rounding, and it has been deepening our experiences every day. And we have the seaside right nearby. We have time in our free time to go to the beach sometime. And also, I think the highlight of the day, every day, is our meetings, experiences meetings with our Prime Minister, Bevan Morris, and our course leaders, our Rajas. And of course, we did other two groups from Ukraine and Russia. And we meet every day, every single day, and talk about our experiences. And it's not only that we talk about our experiences, but our leaders just deepening our experience by knowledge and sharing their wisdom with us every day. And that is a blessing for us to have their attention so much on us. And then from my experiences, as Nicolae said, so many times happen to people come into the hotel and tell right away that they can feel the harmony and the settling down, the atmosphere that is very harmonious inside. And this is happening for me also. I feel this balance all the time, though we have to deal with all sorts of challenges every day almost. But then we have this base, this background that is very soft and very powerful of blissfulness, of experience blissful every time. And for the last 3 months, I have been blessed to see hundreds of people who are coming here, come and go, and then come and go. Many of them returned, even if they've been one time, they returned for second time or third time even. And we were over 25 countries here. And all these people that are coming all over the world, but in the same time, we feel that like we know each other, like we are a family, and no one is a stranger. Just be together and do what we need to do and we want to do here. And I would love to I just want to show you a little bit our website, where people who want to come here can find every little detail from registration to reaching here in Romania, Mamaia. And it's very nicely structured, but we have a wonderful marketing team who worked so hard on this advertising or our website. And you can see here, we have the latest announcement, and you also can find some pictures, some testimonials, videos from our WPA, and how you can register. You have here apply, and you can go straight to the form that you have to fill in order to start the application for coming here. What I want to share with you is some pictures and some testimonials that you can find in this page. Here we can see some images, some videos. Let's see. Yeah. And of course, experiences that we have from our course participants. And for this, I will like to introduce you to one of our course participants, that was here since the beginnings in March, and he can tell you more about their experiences here, his experiences here. It's Warren Hammond from South Africa.
Good afternoon, Dr. Swan and Roger Felix and Livia, as well as everyone in the TM family, everyone online, everyone that's listening to this message. And I suppose the most important message is the message that Adela referred to on the internet, on the website, which is an urgent call for all Siddhas to join us. And this is a call that I heard very clearly in early March. At the time, I was looking for a long rounding experience. And within a week of kind of putting my attention on that desire, this opportunity came up to join the World Peace Assembly in Romania to create peace for the region, and particularly to put an end, a definitive end to the war between Russia and the Ukraine. In my 43 years of living, this has definitely been a tremendous experience and an absolute highlight that will last for forever, I guess. From the moment that I first arrived, there was a very warm welcome. It was 3 a.m. in the morning. I didn't have necessarily the flexibility around my travel, and I had planned to be here for 2 weeks. And my experience was so enjoyable that my 2 weeks soon became 1 month, and my 1 month became 2 months, and my 2 months became 3 months. And we're at 3 months now, and my stay is almost indefinite. That's the type of experience that I've enjoyed here. And the structure is a structure that Maharishi has delicately designed to optimize our creating efforts. And that's whether it's the structure of the website, the structure of the application form, the actual program every day, which is a very long program in the morning, and a slightly shorter but equally enjoyable program in the evening. The process and the coherence that has supported this World Peace Assembly has been brilliant. Besides the welcome and the very warm atmosphere and the tender-heartedness of the community, Nikolai, everyone has played their role. Nikolai has played that mastery role of the spiritual figurehead of Romania. Adela has been that leader from the very beginning, and a recently qualified TM teacher who's done an incredible job at putting this World Peace Assembly together at very short notice. Alongside her has been Marcus. His intellect, his humor, and his enormous experience, which he brings to this World Peace Assembly, has been very valuable. And Cornelia Young, who has provided a very nurturing, she has brought nurturing to this World Peace Assembly. One of the big highlights is twofold. One is on the experience level. The programs have allowed for my experiences to grow, to be deeper, to be more expansive. These are experiences that were always other people's experiences. They were not my experiences. But being here, I finally feel that I've enjoyed experiences that I could only have dreamt of before. And delicately alongside those experiences is our daily engagement with Prime Minister Bevan Morris and Leela Maria, which brings great knowledge, but also integration at the intellectual level of our experience. And we know we approach this at experiencing everything first and understanding afterwards. And then lastly, the food and the facilities have been phenomenal. So, we've had wonderful food that's been supporting our transcendence, and the facilities, whether it's the rooms, the food, or the flying halls, have been great. And I suppose lastly, what I'm really wanting to communicate as a course participant is to please apply, to please join us. We need enlightened siddhas from all over the world. We know this is an opportunity for each one of us. We know it's an opportunity for the world. As a group, we want you to be here. We want you to be with us. We want you to fly high with us. And we know deep in our hearts that this is what Maharishi wants as well. So thank you very much for listening. And Jai Gurudev. I'm going to pass the mantle over to Diana Leeton, who has led our marketing team, which has put together the marketing materials, and she could probably add her words from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. So Jai Gurudev, I had the great good fortune to join this World Peace Assembly for a few weeks ago. Like everyone, I was feeling deeply concerned with the situation in the world and wanting to do something. And I planned to go for a week with Beatrix Bandel, one of the managers here from Meru. And I was just expecting to go along and meditate with the group and have some nice meditation. But I was amazed when I arrived to find the absolutely incredibly powerfully blissful experience that had already been generated by the course there. And also to find so many people from so many parts of my life that were all there together, from America, from my life in Rendlesham. It was really like coming to be with family. And it was one of the most beautiful weeks. And then the program itself was incredible. I immediately had very deep experiences and beautiful light flying. As Warren was saying, the experiences were phenomenal. And as well as the meetings, which were really beautiful, the experience meetings, towards the end of the course, there was a suggestion for a brainstorming meeting of how we can expand the course. And that was by Claire Molyneux, a great idea she'd had. And so we all gathered one afternoon and shared ideas. And a result of that was an invitation to join a marketing team for the course, which myself and Beatrix and many others leaped up and put our hands up and said, we'd love to help market this course. So I wanted to introduce those of us who joined that. Some are on the call here in the group and some are not. And I'll just give the names of those of us who joined the marketing team. Of course, Raja, Felix and Livia, who are the main leaders of the team. And Marcus Gerber and Warren Hammond and Adele Hera, Mary Roche, Cornelia Young, Chi Lin, Claire Molyneux, Lucia Kami Daru, Martin Durhout, as I said, Beatrix Bandel, and Tade Kade. And so we have this great marketing team, and we've been working together, and as well as creating the website that you've just seen that's looking really beautiful. We put out this announcement recently that's gone out to the world, and we're hoping that many, many people will immediately join this course. And so we have so much beautiful material to share. And one wonderful thing that we also have in the announcement that we received was a beautiful quote from Maharaja that I just like to read to you. And Maharaja said, "This is a great opportunity to join an important World Peace Assembly that will have a strong coherence-creating influence in a part of the world where it is most needed at this time. All Siddhas who can join this course in Romania should do so, and for as long as possible." And Maharaja has also been joining these meetings from time to time, another special highlight of the course. So we'd like to invite everybody to join as soon as possible, for as long as possible, and you will have a really wonderful, precious, memorable time. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
So here you can see the slide where you can go to apply. I think this is something that, as Livia said, this is an opportunity for a personal journey of consciousness research. And in that group, you have the experience of the tenderness of the group, the softness, providing a cocoon that protects you, nourishes you, and gives you the opportunity, as Warren has explained, as Adela has explained, as all have explained, to go deeper and experience the kind of meditation, yogic flying that Diana has mentioned too, that you really want to have. So everybody is warmly invited to take this opportunity. world-peace-assembly.com is where you go to join up for this. Marcus will be waiting for you with his nice jokes. Will you, Marcus?
Well, if the World Peace Assembly continues July, August, for sure I will be back.
Good. You are not there now?
I'm not there anymore. I've been 2.5 months and I'm back now at home.
Okay, good. Thank you. So congratulations to you all. I see Adela's surname is Hero, just as she was described. So that is very fortunate to have a hero running the course. Livia, I think you want to say something more.
Like always, it's an honor and a real joy to speak about the World Peace Assembly. I would say shortly a last message maybe. As you saw, everyone is very excited to continue. And for this, of course, we need more participants. It is an incredible gift what we got from Maharishi, a knowledge which inspires us to be and grow together, and ultimately to make a real difference in the world. So my final thoughts are basically a warm invitation, like everyone said and invited. So to all the World Peace Assembly alumni, my message, our message is we miss you and we definitely want you back on the World Peace Assembly. Mm-hmm. To all the Siddhas around the world, our message is, Yogic Flyers, please join now. The world needs you. If you are listening now and have the possibility to join, please do not wait for tomorrow. Today is the day. If you cannot join, please consider to help others to join. Spread the word, invite your friends, share your experiences if you were there, support with a donation, support with your good thoughts. So everyone is welcome, and like we heard, is really warmly welcome. You feel at home there. So please come. Mm-hmm. Jai Gurudev. Thank you everyone for the contribution.
Thank you, Livia. I have one question. Will these special connections with Dr. Bevan Morris, Dr. Lila Maria, continue with the course continuing? Because they are a key ingredient, as we have heard, to improving one's personal experience. This thing of long rounding and then having the knowledge to understand what is this experience I'm having. So Adela, will it be continuing?
Yes, it will continue. So they will be with us as long as we have our World Peace Assemblies, and we will meet together every day for these experiences.
What a golden opportunity for anybody just to get the highest knowledge and highest experience very easily in a beautiful environment. So everybody's welcome. world-peace-assembly.com. Sign up quickly and join in beautiful, on the Black Sea. It looks so gorgeous there, the pictures that you showed. We have a short video. Very short. Can you play that video, please?
Hello, my name is Adriana. I'm from Romania. This is the third time I am here, and I'm very glad to do so. I don't want to speak very much about how attractive I am again to come again and again to this VPA, but I want to share the experience from today. at the flying session, at the afternoon flight session, there was such a big energy. You can't imagine. Such a big energy. I could reach the sky, you know. And I had the impression that everybody around us felt the same, because everybody was hopping a lot, and the girls in the other rooms, because we have 3 rooms here, were laughing and hopping and said, okay, this is such a big energy. And I felt such a joy, a terrible joy, and felt very blessed that I had this experience. And what is very special on this, after the session, I was informed that two problems which I have only thought a little bit about before this session were solved.
First of all, it's so good that you keep coming back. I think people all over the world would really like to be on the Romania World Peace Assembly and join you. And people are coming from all over the world. What a fabulous experience to directly have the cognition of the infinite organizing power or energy of the field of Atma, the self, the transcendental field, as infinite organizing power inherent in it. And so through your yogic flying practice, you have directly experienced that power. And the whole future of the world lies in the awakening of that infinite organizing power to support every human being in the world, to fulfill all their desires in an effortless way and come out of all suffering. So you're really showing the way. You're truly a pioneer of the coming age of heaven on earth. And you have shown us exactly the power of the Transcendental Meditation City program as the key element in making a new world for the whole human race that is perpetually peaceful and prosperous and full of harmony and full of positivity.
I also would like to express deepest gratitude to Raja Hegelian for his campaign that he began to raise the funds for the WPA in Ukraine, in Russia, in Romania take place.
Да, и наша трия выражает огромную благодарность за то, что мы все можем здесь сидеть, проживать эти опыты и создавать несокрушимость для наших стран.
We feel such deep gratitude for this opportunity, possibility that we are all here, all together, can create a peace in the whole world, all together.
И для нас это величайшая честь и удача.
And it's a great honor and fortune for all of us to be a part in creating peace in the world. Thank you so much, Jai Gurudev.
All our dearest Rajas, and it's a great pleasure to hear your wise word and have this WA in our countries, and actually we are really feeling the effect for whole country, and also we see how people is blossoming and how they are proud to have this technology of consciousness, and we are very grateful to Maharishi ji, to Holy Tradition, to all our dearest Rajas and Maharaja ji and all our movement.
Jai Gurudev, you've been doing great. Wonderful to have you all. Thank you, Prime Minister Ji and everyone. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.